Yes, tonight's contestants on 31 Questions could be in the running for some fabulous prizes, including this beautiful new picture of a boat, this wooden spoon, and a wonderful weekend getaway in this genuine haunted house, courtesy of Jackson and Poltergeist Real Estate.
I'm David M. Green, and this is 31 Questions. Hello, and welcome to 31 Questions, or as Ben Cousins likes to call it, getting arrested. Sorry, Ben. Hi, I'm David M. Green. I'll be your television man for this evening, and thank you for joining us for another week. Or if you're watching all 13 shows on YouTube back to back, thanks for not closing the screen. Before we meet tonight's contestants, it's everyone's favourite scorekeeper, Sophie Loughran, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, David, I like to ask the big questions on this show.
Oh, yes?
You know, if there was a man and he had no arms but he had a gun, would he be armed?
They know who the father is yet?
I think you've got me confused with some of your other hussies.
Banter, folks.
Love it.
Just. And also on the show, a man so well connected within the TV game show scene, rumour has it he once used a free spin on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. 31 Questions moderator, Anthony McCormack, ladies and gentlemen.
What a fantastic audience, David. Much better than last week's.
Oh, man. What a bunch of losers.
But of course, as it is a completely new audience, let me remind everyone that I'm here. I'm here to moderate, I'm here to make sure everything's fair, everything goes by the book.
Anthony, who are tonight's contestants?
Yes, our first contestant was on his first game show in 1992. He reads gas meters and is hoping one day to do it professionally. Skilled in acupuncture, he is hoping one day to do it professionally. In the last month, he has had a couple of hot dates and is hoping one day to do it professionally. Please welcome Simon.
Hey, it's great to have a professional on the show. That's a change. How you doing? How you doing, Simon?
Good, thanks.
Yeah?
And you?
Oh, thank you. I'm all right. What's your poison?
Arsenic.
I don't know why I'm asking you that. I'm not a bartender. Anthony, who's the other person?
Yes, our second contestant is Kate. I'll give you her bio when she pays me that tenner she owes me.
Kate, why do you owe Anthony $10?
It's between us.
Thanks for coming on the show. You're pumped to be here?
Very.
Yeah?
Yep. It's so exciting.
Yeah? Let's have a quick test of the buzzers. You want to just tap that for us? Start with Kate. Oh, it works! Oh my God! And Simon, it works as well. I don't believe it. They've done it again. Okay, let's ask 31 questions. First round is the general knowledge round. General knowledge questions with military precision, just without the gross sexual misconduct that does plague our armed forces. So, telling it how it is. I'll ask the contestants some questions, nothing too difficult, pop culture and such. Whoever buzzes in first with a correct answer will receive 1 point. Although if you answer wrong, 1 point will be removed. That works so well, I'm just going to bask in this moment. All right, that's enough. Let's ask 31 questions. Okay, here we go. Starting with A, which word from Hindu mythology has come to mean a virtual representation of a computer user? Kate just got in. Avatar is correct. Well done.
It comes from Hindu mythology, David, but I believe its literal translation is 9 Oscar nominations.
And 2 sequels, I believe. True or false, former British Prime Minister Winston Churchill held the honorary title of Kentucky Colonel? Simon?
False.
That is actually true. So false is wrong, but true is correct. In the first 3 seasons of Mad Men, what is the name of the advertising agency at which Don Draper is creative director? Kate?
Sterling Cooper.
Sterling Cooper is correct. You must be a Mad Men
I
fan.
do enjoy Mad Men.
What famous cocktail is traditionally made using vodka, coffee liqueur, milk, and ice? No? Any alcoholics in the audience this evening? A White Russian is correct. Well done.
I tell you what, David, do you know how to make a Black Russian?
It's just without the milk, isn't it?
It's with cocoa. You just put a lot of cocoa in it.
I really don't think that's how you make...
No, it is. It is. Don't worry about it.
What famous cocktail is traditionally made using kerosene, petrol, tar, and potassium chloride, Simon?
A Molotov.
Molotov cocktail is correct.
I tell you what, David,
Yeah?
do you know how to make a black Molotov cocktail?
I don't know, Anthony. How do you make a black Molotov cocktail?
Cocoa.
Right now, it's time for Word on the Street, where the street is the stage and the pedestrians the actors in this urban ballet of people talking about things. What we do is we show our contestants a short clip of some people talking about something. All contestants have to do is tell me what that something is. 5 points for a correct answer. There's no penalty if you guess wrong. How fast can you work it out? Yell at the TV. I can't hear you. Contestants, remember, don't buzz until the clip is finished. What are these people talking about?
The outside surrounding the house.
You can put in front of a door to stop it closing.
Often put together with lots of others to make stuff.
Smash a window.
Red and hard.
That you use to make houses and buildings.
Oh, that's it. Simon?
Is it a brick?
Is it a brick? I don't know. Lady, what is it?
Bricks.
Bricks! You like bricks?
Sure, love them.
All right, let's have another one. What are these people talking about?
Game of very high concentration. You have to concentrate on it. Very agile people. It's like a tricky game.
Rackets, a net, 4 players.
You can either play singles or doubles.
England is really popular and in most of the UK.
I think China and Korea are very good in that.
Like slow tennis.
In this sport, basically, we call it a birdie in Canada, but I guess here they call it a shuttlecock.
Kate?
Badminton?
I don't know. Let's see.
Badminton.
Yes, that is correct. I think we have time for one more. Let's go.
Hot.
I never do it personally.
I have used it to remove wax off the carpet.
It's got a handle.
And you use water as well.
So you don't want to put your hand on it.
I don't really use it on my fan.
So to make it smooth and soft.
Simon?
Is it an iron?
Is it an iron? I don't know. What do you think?
An iron.
We're about to take our first scheduled programming break, but before we do, let's check the scores. Sophie?
You know, David, the number 13 gets a bad rap, but for Simon, it's lucky. He's on 13, Kate's on the pregnant or fat lady, 8.
Things are somewhat close. They'll probably get more close as we go on. And as the taxidermist said to his supplier, this is exciting stuff. We'll be right back with more 31 questions. Welcome back to 31 Questions, the TV game show where we ask the questions and you call your lawyer. Let's have a reminder of the scores. We have Simon out in front on 13 and Kate is on 8. Time now for When Is It? The segment where Flavor Flav himself uses his magic clock to take us on a fantastic journey through the pages of history. Or more accurately, where I go through some events that occurred in a specific year and contestants need to tell me the year that I'm talking about. The clues get easier and less funny as I go on. By the end, it's pretty damn tedious. The earlier you buzz in, the more points you get. Guess wrong, you're out. All the clues go to your opponent. Here we go. When is it? And I'm on the wrong page. Now I'm on the right one. A team of scientists claim climate change is irreversible, ensuring the employment of scientists all over the world for years to come. The Rocky Horror Show opens on Broadway with 4 performances.
It'll never last.
The name Microsoft is used by Bill Gates in a letter to Paul Allen for the first time. Muhammad Ali defeats Joe Frazier in the Thriller in Manila. In Australia's 1975 constitutional crisis. Kate?
1975?
Yes! When is this? The Cricket World Cup was played in this year.
It'll never last.
Simon?
1987.
That's not correct, but good on you for having a guess. Kate, all the clues are yours. The star of such films as Giant, A Place in the Sun, and Father of the Bride died in this year. The Gold Coast Suns joined the AFL. A 9.0... Kate?
2011.
2011 is correct. 4 points to you. Let's have another one. When is this? Interest in badminton begins to wane. This must be the future. Elvis Presley buys Graceland.
It'll never last.
John Lennon and Paul McCartney meet for the first time 3 years prior to forming the Beatles. The Soviet Union launches Sputnik 1, the first artificial satellite to orbit the Earth. This was the 8th year of the 1950s. Kate?
1958.
No. Simon?
1957.
1957 is correct. Because you got to count 1950. That's the first year.
Zero.
That's the first.
I know the answer. Do you?
I think they do.
Well, that's good then.
Bad grammar. We walk amongst it. And I'm sure you are literally on fire in agreeance with me in regards to the very unique and most baddest concept of bad grammar. Irregardless of whether you picked up any of the 6 examples of bad grammar, I just used them deliberately for ironic purposes. I'm David M. Green, and you are an idiot. You're not really. But anyway, what we do here in the Grammar Nazi round is show our contestants some photos of signs containing some appalling grammar. The first contestant to buzz in with the correct correction will receive 5 points. If you're wrong, I'll throw it open to your opponent. Are you a grammar Nazi, or were you just following orders? All right. This one was taken in July 2011 at a popular Williamstown ice creamery. What is the bad grammar?
It shouldn't have
Kate, sorry, yes?
Sorry. The apostrophe in its should not be there.
That is absolutely correct. Well done. So yeah, that says a cult flavour true to it is demanding followers, which is nonsense. All right, on with the bad grammar. This one was taken in August 2011 on the corner of Nicholson Street and Moreland Road in Coburg, my old stomping ground. Shout outs to you people over there. To my knowledge, it still looks like this. Take a look. Simon?
Worlds is missing an apostrophe.
That is absolutely correct. That's a tram stop. It's painted onto the wall. How can you see? If someone wants to go and graffiti that, you can correct the grammar. I don't think there's any problem with that. The audience disagrees. Nice work. All right, and now for our final example of bad grammar. For double points, can you identify the 2 grammatical errors in this sign outside the Commonwealth Bank on Rundle Street, Adelaide, taken in June 2009? Have a go, Simon. What do you got?
There's no need for an apostrophe in ATMs.
That's one. Well done. What's the other one? For your convenience, there is an additional 2 ATMs located around the corner.
Shouldn't be there are an additional 2 ATMs?
That is absolutely correct. Well done. Well done.
No, I didn't get
Those
it.
are the 3 errors. Can you believe that? Actually, there's a funny story about that sign, because I actually took that photo. I took it myself. I was walking past, I couldn't believe it. I saw it and I go, I got to take a picture of that, and I put it up on my website, naturally correcting the grammar. I kid you not, 1 week later, I was walking past the bank. This is how it looked 1 week later. Sign's gone. They took it down. Is that because of me? I'm pretty sure it is. But, you know, it gets better. Sometime after that, I once again found myself walking past that same Commonwealth Bank. What do you think I saw that time? You signed perfect grammar. No? Oh, come on! I'm in the grammar Nazi business. Business is good. May the quote be with you, where Sophie, Anthony, and I quote motion picture scenes. If you can tell me the name of the film that's being quoted, I'll give you 5 points. No penalty if you guess wrong, but you may never work at a cinema again. Just like me. Seriously. Anthony, I'm not going to throw to you now, but I will throw to you, Sophie. Take it away.
Ha ha ha. Daddy'll love that. King Triton's headstrong, lovesick girl would make a charming addition to my little garden.
Kate?
The Little Mermaid?
I don't know. Is it The Little Mermaid?
Ursula, Little Mermaid.
Nice work. You a Little Mermaid fan?
I'm a Disney fan, yes.
Yeah? Well, there you go. You learn something every day. Anthony, over to you.
You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
Simon?
Is it the Simpsons movie?
I don't know. I think someone in the audience knows what it is. What do you got? Sorry? The Room. The Room. Is it The Room, Anthony?
Ha ha ha. Funny story, audience. It is The Room.
Quite possibly the worst film ever made. All right, my turn. Prepare to be dazzled. Now, I haven't memorized this one because I've been distracted, but let's see how I go. Nope, I can't do it. Dear Mr. Vernon, we accept the fact we had to sacrifice a whole Saturday in detention for whatever it was we did wrong. But we think you're crazy to make us write an essay telling you who we think we are. You see us as you want to see us, in the simplest terms and the most convenient definitions. Simon?
Is it Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
No, it is not. Oh, you want to keep going, Kate?
Is it The Breakfast Club?
The Breakfast Club is correct. Well done. You a fan of The Breakfast Club?
No, I've never seen it.
Oh, really? How did you get that
Because
then?
they're in detention.
All right, you've read the summary on Wikipedia. Touché. And now to finish off, something a little bit more complex. We're going to do a group scene for you. Come on, let's get together.
Someone roll a 5 or an 8.
He did.
Oh, thank you! Oh, thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Oh, I'm sorry if I scared you. I'm sorry if I scared you. Ah, Mom and Dad, I'm home!
Okay.
What happens in Vegas? I don't know.
No. Jumanji is correct. Well, you're watching 31 Questions. We'll be right back after these messages from people I don't know. Welcome back to 31 Questions, the TV game show that exists only within the confines of a child's mind. And that child is me, David M. Green. So just before we play 31 Questions, actually I have a special treat for you all. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Adelaide, for absolutely no reason, please go crazy for 31 Questions writer Jared Kotlowy. Well, going into the final round of the show, what are the scores, Sophie?
David, Kate has taken the lead. She's on 30. Simon's on 25. Will these scores make Anthony's role on the show superfluous?
Anthony, over to you.
Well, let's put to one side, David, the whole, making the scores even thing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, earlier in the show, Simon answered one of the questions, brick, in the word on the street segment. The actual answer was bricks, plural, and we've only just gotten around to fixing this. I am actually going to have to take some points off of Kate for not fixing Simon when he made that mistake.
Yes. Kate, I'm sorry. It serves you right, though.
Yeah,
Really?
I really should have been on it.
You've been getting away with these things for too many minutes, and it's caught up with you. Yeah! Super Hyperspace Lightning Round time. 62 seconds of rapid-fire questions. 1 point for a correct answer. 1 point off if you're the complete opposite of correct. Whoever has the most points at the end of this round is tonight's glorious 31 Questions Supremo. So, as the real estate agent said at the auction, there's a lot on the line. No, well deserved. Let's have the clock. It's already there. All right, your time starts now. What is the title of UK singer Adele's debut album? Kate?
Adele 21?
No, 19. 19 is the debut one. Area 51 is in which American state? Simon?
New Mexico.
No, Nevada, apparently.
That's what they want you to think.
In Australia, do cyclones spin clockwise or anti-clockwise? Kate?
Clockwise.
Yes, that's correct. Comic book character Selena Kyle is better known by which alias? Simon?
Wonder Woman?
Catwoman. What two colours appear twice in the Google logo? Simon?
Blue and white.
No, blue and red. Oh, you get half a point. The US Tennis Open is played on which surface? Nope, too late. Acrylic hard court. Which form of radio was invented first, AM or FM? Simon?
AM.
Correct. According to self-help author Stephen Covey, how many habits do highly effective people have? Simon?
7.
7 is correct. Oh, I thought you were going to do it a second time. No. All right. Thanks, Anthony. Going to make me look all foolish. Anthony, while Sophie comes out of her coma and allows time for the reality of life after Lyme disease to settle in, and also tallies the final results, what was the conduct of tonight's game?
Pristine, it was clean. I couldn't be more happy with the contestants.
You've never been the same since that boating accident, have you?
I truly haven't. It's haunted me to this day. But that's not very funny, so...
Who is tonight's winner, Sophie?
Our winner is Kate. Kate on 27, Simon on 24 and a half.
Hey!
Well done, Kate. Good job.
Nice going, Kate.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
Very good. It's the highlight of my life so far.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Simon, how you doing?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, you haven't won, but you have lost, and you'll always have that. Anthony, tell her what she's won.
Yes, it's the David M. Green unofficial autobiography. Read all about the amazing life of a guy. And now with 3 extra chapters. So much has happened since the first edition. And for those community TV viewers who can't read, David's unofficial autobiography is now available on audio cassette, as read by self-made billionaire and laconic Casanova, Norman Vine. David?
Thank you very much. Anthony, can I see the cover of that? I haven't even seen it. Look at that. I do believe, though, we have a clip of Norman Vine retelling my life. Can we listen, have a quick listen to that?
Hello, I'm Norman Vine. David Mavis Green's life began as a zygote. After sufficient gestation, he was born at the base of Mount Kosciuszko in 1980. Just on a side note, I recall hiking up Mount Kosciuszko when I was a young man with my lovely lady friend Jacqueline. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Mm-mm. Oh, yes. Time to turn the page.
Right, well, there you go. 40 hours of fun. Hey, everyone, let's give a round of applause for tonight's contestants. Aren't they wonderful? Without them, it'd just be me and Anthony and Sophie, which wouldn't be that bad. But hey, let's thank Anthony and Sophie while we're talking about Anthony and Sophie. They did a pretty good job. They're fabulous, in fact. But not as fabulous as you. Thank you for watching. Take the rest of the day off and make sure to follow 31 Questions on Facebook and Twitter. Well, they say it's good practice to end a comedy show with a big laugh, but there just isn't time for that tonight. And frankly, I can't be bothered. I'm David M. Green. Good night.